Hello everybody, my name is Andrew.d.hester and I guess this is a vlog, but I actually wanted to cover a pretty sensitive topic and, well, the basic question that people suffering from depression ask themselves constantly. Basically, is it worth it? Like we all, it's kind of hard to explain, but like if you suffer from depression like me, you know the sense of something bad happens and you just start questioning things like, is life really worth it or something? And I want to apologize to you guys for the last couple of days, but um as I've been um as I've been talking to a few of you, I'm not going to name names, and if you've been emailing me about sensitive stuff, don't say anything in the comments unless you want to say something for yourself. But if you do that, I promise if I see one comment that says like something malicious, I'm deleting it, and that person will get an instant ban from making comments on my channel, because I am not going to tolerate that. But of the couple people that have been talking to me, and before you guys ask anything, that's the preview, as always. That's just for lighting, and that's my laptop. I use my monitors for lighting, but so there's no script, and whenever I look over here, it's because I'm making sure that the program is running all right. But the fact of the matter is that of the people who have been messaging me, and I should have seen it coming because I know what it's like, and then two people of the several that have been messaging me about what's going on in their lives stand out above the others. And if you do see their comments and they do talk about it openly down below, give them the support they need, because there wasn't a lot of support for me. Everything that I went through, I dealt with myself. I mean, I would let my dad know a few things, but everyone else, I just shut them out. And so getting all the support that you can really helps. But like I said, if you do make a comment and I see a malicious comment replying to yours or anywhere on the channel, or specifically this video I should say, no warnings, I'm flat out banning them from making comments on my channel. But the reason this is a sensitive topic is because I know I've mentioned it in the past, but there was only one time that I ever really actually considered that it wasn't worth it. And to give you guys a basic synopsis of what caused me to stop, well, the backstory is that I had asked out a girl in high school. I know, stupid reason, but the reason why I came close to ending it all was because one of my friends that I have known since kindergarten, she was best friends with the girl that I was going to ask out, or wanted to ask out, so she kept egging me on to ask her out. And I still remember the text messages that I would get from both of them, because then we started texting and all that, and everything seemed perfect right up until I asked her out. And not only was she not into me in that way, but she had apparently had a boyfriend for over a year, and the best friend knew that. And basically that sense of betrayal, like a friend of mine since kindergarten, and this was junior year in high school, she and I had been in all the classes, and we were in one, and it was a couple days before the finals, and it's like, it was the one and only time that I actually verbally said the one word that I refused to say, which is the big C word, not crap, crud, but I'm not saying it, but that was the one and only time that I actually used the word verbally. And basically, when I went home, and I'm not going to say what plans I had to end it so I don't give any one of you ideas, but the part that about this that really freaks me out, and even to this day, was when I finally looked in the mirror right before I actually was going to do it. I just looked in the mirror, and in the right hand corner of my eye, I noticed in the mirror it was like the Grim Reaper just standing right behind me, which in of itself scared the shit out of me. But the part that really freaked me out was the fact that I don't know if it's a he, but basically put his hand on my right shoulder, and I just felt really, really cold. And mind you, I'm a junior in high school. I'm basically a 17-year-old and confronted with this. And it just, after he put his hand on my shoulder, he then just starts shaking his head. And ever since, I never looked back. Well, I still remember it, just so that way I remind myself that it is worth it. And so basically, when after that happened, I went about my life in school like nothing had happened. And people have given me looks because I did use that word, but a few of them actually had a bit more respect for me because A, I stood up for myself, and B, because it had gotten around that I almost ended it. And so the support that I'd gotten after that actually helped. And so until that point, no one had actually helped me except family members and my dad specifically. But basically, the point that I'm trying to make is that it is worth it. No matter what someone tells you, no matter how crappy life can be, it is worth it. Like, 6 years ago, I could have ended it, and I would have hurt everyone around me, not just myself. My great grandmother, who is going to be 93 this year, and she's still going, even though she doesn't like it. I would have hurt my dad and my mom, my little sister, who's gonna turn 8 this April. And basically the whole thing about this is that it would have accomplished nothing. And to me, had I done that, they would have won. That might not have been their objective, but to let the depression actually win is the worst thing you can do. So basically, it also raises the question of people from Lincoln. Some of my friends have asked if it was worth it, have actually still asked if I only have less than 700 subs. I've been at this for over a year, and people ask, is it still worth it to you? And it's like, I read the comments every day, and I see the people who have said that I made their lives better by having the video. Every one of those just makes it that much more worth it. And so it's not a question of if, it's worth it. Even for me, the amount of time that I put into the channel is worth it. Like, the reading your comments when I do those kind of videos, it takes me 2 hours to make that video. Mostly because I'm a video editing noob, but the laughs that people tell me, especially some of my friends here in Elkhorn/Omaha, it's worth it. So, bottom line is, in addition to wanting to make people laugh on the channel, I'm actually going to dedicate the channel to actually not only to laughs, but also bettering your lives. And I don't have the means right now to actually help you guys other than the moral support that I can do in emails or making you laugh in videos. I hope to be able to someday, but I'm barely getting by on my own, and that's with the help of living in my dad's basement. But it's just worth it. I cannot stress that enough. It is worth it, no matter what anyone tells you. And if they do tell you otherwise, fuck them. Not literally, but just ignore them. That's the reason people bully. And 2 years of psychology, I'm no expert, but I have a pretty good grasp. And personal experience has also taught me that basically a bully only bullies because their life is crap as well, and they want to make yours crap as well, and that gives them power. If you ignore them, that takes away that power. And if it does get physical, then that's their problem. But rather than pushing them aside, ask them what's wrong with their lives, because their lives could be shit as well. They're just passing it on to you while you're just trying to get by, like me back in the good old days that I never want to relive. But it is worth it. And I hope, if anything you've taken away from this video, life is worth it. And so with that said, moving forward, I am going to get better, and I'm going to reply to those 2 emails, because when I read those, it made me feel stuff I don't like feeling that. So moving forward, I forgot what I was going to say. I really do need a script. But then it doesn't feel like it came from right here. But so moving forward, we're, like I said, if you need help, my email's down below. If you want to talk, and I know some people will probably go, oh, but so-and-so only wrote a sentence. How do you know they're suffering from depression? I'm willing to give them the benefit of the doubt. But if I see like a long-winded comment that is like a paragraph or a freaking essay that describes all the emotions basically, moving forward, if you need help, just ask. The worst thing you can do is bottle it up. And this isn't going to be a dedicated fighting depression video. This is going to be, I guess it is. I gotta stop being eccentric. But basically, it is worth it. I cannot emphasize that. It is worth it. So if you need help, ask me in my email. My email is down below. If you guys do want to support, not just support, but any of you watching this video, if you do want to help those who do suffer from depression, say so in the video and start a conversation. You can either exchange emails with each other. I know you can message with each other. YouTube, I don't. If I do see it, I just, well, I'll read, but most of the time, if it's just something trivial, I'll delete. If it's someone trying to talk to me, then I'll say email or comment and then delete. So you can exchange emails privately like that. So basically, I want to try to build a community that actually helps each other. So with that said, I don't like talking about this because I'm trying to move past it, but I know deep down that while I might have passed on, I'm still alive, but while I passed on from my own demons, others haven't, so that's why I'm still doing it. Might not understand why I do it, but it's in the comments below. Just read the comments of a lot of my videos. It's worth it. So, thank you. Like I said, down below in the description. If any of you guys want to offer help to people, say so in the say someone, but I won't name names, and very seldomly I will not mention the circumstances, but if it's something generic that I could, then I will mention it, but like I said, I will not name names. So with that said, once again, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye.